This is the Fifine Ampligame Sc8 USB audio mixer. It's supposed to be great for gamers. Quick disclaimer though, Fifine did send this to me for review, but anything I say is my opinion and my opinion alone. Again, this is the Ampligame Sc8. This followed the Ampligame Sc3. So let's open up the box and see what we got. So we got the Fifine pamphlet here, and we have padded box, and the mixer sits right inside here. Underneath the mixer, we have auxiliary cord out, some auxiliary cord, and we have the USB to USB-C to USB-C with the A adapter. All right, that's what all comes in the box. Now, I had the PubGesus T12 mixer and I returned it. As you can see, I had a PubGesus microphone that I was gonna accompany with it, but this here is what we're talking about, the Ampligame Sc8 from Fifine. Already I can see a difference between the Sc8 and the Sc3. There's no fader slider. There's no faders involved. These are actually knobs, okay? These are actually knobs that you turn and not slide up and down, okay? That's what we have here. The knobs don't feel cheap, even though this is an all plastic build here. All right, this has also RGB lighting with, I believe, like 8 different RGB lightings that you can switch it between. We look at the front here, we have a game and chat knob, which is something different that Fifine added to this particular upgrade. If you don't feel like you want to hear more, you don't want to hear any of the chat coming from your opponents, you just slide it more to the left towards game. All right, you just slide it right towards the left towards game. And then once you finish playing and you want to go back to talking, you just slide it more, depending on what you wanted, you slide it more to the right for chat. You can chat with your friends at that point. You got an output button here for any sound going out of this mixer. You also has a microphone control knob here, as well as auxiliary knob here, okay? These are press to mute buttons, which means that 3 of the 4, and when I say 3 of the 4, I mean the output, auxiliary, and microphone, you push those to mute, and the halo around it will turn colors to let you know that it's muted. It also has voice changer with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different voice changing modes. We'll demonstrate that later. You have mic monitoring, 48 volt phantom power, 7.1 surround sound, and I'm going to talk about that later. You also have EQ between 3 different modes. You have gaming mode, you have music mode, and you have cinema mode. And then down here you have your custom pads. All right, now if I'm not mistaken, the custom pads, because this doesn't have internal memory, you have to reset these pads every time you restart this thing, because it doesn't store itself on. All right, looking at the back of the mixer here, you have a button here for the RGB. You have a switch here from PC to PS4. You have the OTG or the PS USB-C going into your PC here. This is something new. You have the optical in. So remember when I said I was going to talk about that later? See that 7.1? You can actually plug this into a surround sound and you get amazing sound coming out of this thing. That's what I mean, being in the autofield, I mean, the audio arena for a little while and knowing a little bit about it, 7.1 surround sound, auxiliary in, that triggers to me a surround sound system. All right. Then you have headphone out monitoring here, auxiliary in, so you can bring in any type of sounds from a cell phone, tablet, something else you can switch here. Here you have headphone input, but this is the headphone input for gaming headset that has microphones attached to it. Now, here's the deal. If this is plugged in as well as the auxiliary in, this take precedence. So this will cancel this one out. All right. Also inside there, you have a dynamic or condenser microphone switch. All right. If you plug a microphone into this thing and you're using the XLR or the combination jack, know what type of mic you're plugging into it. Know the type of mic, because the type of mic determines where the switch goes. If you have a dynamic mic, make sure it's on dynamic mic, because if you have a dynamic microphone plugged in and then switch to condenser mic, the volume is going to be super low and you can't damage your mic from that. All right. You can't damage it unless you have the phantom power on. So make sure that you know what microphone that you're plugging into this thing. At the bottom of it, you just have some rubber legs. All right. And the Fifine Ampligame made in China. You have the RGB lighting in the front bottom plate here. Other than that, not bad. Nice solid plastic. No complaints here as far as the build quality. I mean, most of the stuff is going to come in all plastic. So, I mean, unless you get into the pro audio, most of the stuff is going to come in like this. Again, just like this, plastic. All right, let's get this thing plugged in and let's see how it sounds. This is the Fifine K669D XLR only microphone. This thing should have been in the tank line, but it's not. It's an all metal build, $37. I'm about to accompany it with the SC8 audio mixer. Put the pair together and see how it sounds. All right, here we go. We're now connected to the SC8 using this microphone. Guess I got to get up a little bit closer, but I got the microphone cranked up at like 50%. I'll crank it up a little bit more. But yeah, this is the sound of the microphone, the K699D. Kind of reaching right now because the way my table is set up right now, because I'm doing this from the living room. But this is the microphone, and the way it sounds coming out of my mic. I'm about, say, a fist away. I'll crank the volume up a little bit more. Right now I got the gaming and chat set to center. I really don't need that. The output I got going, it's at like 40%. I'll crank that up a little bit more too as well. I hear a little bit better now. Yeah, I'm crank that up a little bit more. There we go. Now I hear myself very nicely. Okay, so let's go over this again. All right, so what we have with the SC6, we have 4 custom buttons at the bottom that you can program. They don't come pre-recorded. You can program it by pressing and holding, and once the light turns white, then you know you're in record mode. Let's test that out. I'm only gonna test one, but let's test it out. Custom number 1. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Hear that? Shots fired. Okay, so that was 1. I'm done being goofy. All right, here we go. Mic monitoring. You have also EQ mode. Let's try the EQ mode. So right now, EQ is off. I'm pressing it first time. Now I'm in gaming mode. I don't hear a difference. I'm gonna switch it now. Now I'm in music mode or singing mode. Again, not much of a difference. Now I'm in cinema mode, I believe. But those are the 3 EQ modes that it has. Again, as I said before, you press these buttons to mute the mic or mute the input, the output. You can mute it. Testing one time, muting the mic right now as I talk. Those are the mute buttons. Touch and press the button. Press the knob and it mutes it. Okay? 48 volt phantom power. 7.1 surround sound. 3 EQ modes. And everybody's favorite, the voice changer. Let's try it out. First one, auto tone. See, I'm not a singer, but it might make me sound like T-Pain.
This is the elder voice. Nah, this more or less sound like Music Inc. Monsters Inc. A movie I used to watch with my grandson. That's what I sound like, Music Inc. Now I'm gonna go to I'm sorry, I said Music Inc. Monsters Inc. Now I'm about to go to Monster. And this is Monster. I think we can better that. It's a robot. It just sounds reverb.
Megaphone. Hey, get over here. Hey, get over here.
Baby. I want my iPad. Give me my iPad.
Female? Nah, that just sounds like a weird voice toned male.
And then Mel sounds just like the Elder and Monster.
And then back to auto tone. But when I want to stop this, I just press and hold. And it stops. All right, back on it. So this was the Ampligame from Fifine, the Ampligame Sc8. I paired this with this beauty of a beast right here, the Fifine K699D. Everybody's budget favorite. That's not named Rode. No, all jokes aside, this is a great mic for $37. You see how I got them? How I got it? Where I'm talking across the microphone. That's exactly where I suggest that you use it, and don't hold it like this. Boom arm it, but have it pointed across. Have it where you're talking across the microphone, and not really directly in front. I think you get more out of it, and it also controls the plosives, because as you can hear, when I get to that P word, those P's, you might hear a little bit popping if you don't try to have a little bit better microphone etiquette. All right, talk across the mic and not in front of it. I think you'll do all right. This again was the SC6. I'm sorry, SC8 from Fifine. Not a bad mixer. If you don't have a mixer and you're not really used to messing with mixers, I would suggest something like this. There's a lot of cheap ones out there, so be careful. This Fifine is not a bad choice or pick. I would suggest this. I will have a link in the description. Go down there and press that button. Go ahead and order you a SC8. I think you'll be okay. The headphone amp in this one is 10 times better than the PUBG Sys T12. Don't get that. Until they straighten out the headphone out, the headphone monitoring, the amps or headphone amp, stay away from that thing. All right. It has some good features, but that thing right there, just I can't get it. I can't get past. It's just way too much, and I'm not even really complaining about the headphone amp, but that thing is not good. I like this though. I like this. I want to try maybe the either the SC1. They have another one without all the auto faders. I mean, the voice controls, the custom pads. They have one without all that. It looks more a little professional. Sits on the desk. Doesn't change colors. Any of that stuff. It has like the only light that it has, like the green halo lights going around the knobs. But other than that, I think that would be fine too. But this is great for a nice gamer setup. So, Fifine Ampligame Sc8. This is your boy Sam Broome signing off. Peace.
Y'all, enough talk.